Are you religious?
No, not at all. I think religion is a man-made construct boxing the experiences that people have with regards to God and limiting everybody else's experiences to what they believe God is limited to. So I think that there's a lot of truth and principles that can be applied and extracted and extrapolated. But if God could speak to all these other people, why can't he speak to me?
But do you think, so you think religion is something that like kind of got like taken over by mankind?
100%. I mean, it was constructed by mankind. I mean, just look in Christianity when they study theology. What is theology? Theo means God. Ology, the study of, right? So theology, the study of God. So in Christian ecosystems, they have what is called systematic theology. So they systemize the study of God. So they tell you that this is the way that you should study God.
Yeah.
And Matt, like how, and in what way, shape, or form can you develop autonomous thoughts if everything is being filtered through other people's opinions?
But my thing is like, okay, do you believe in a higher power right now?
Absolutely. I mean, it makes sense. We live in a constructed ecosystem, 100%. And in a constructed ecosystem, it only makes sense that it was created by somebody.
What do you think? What do you think as Luke Belmar? What happens when we die?
I have my theories, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, what are your theories? What do you think happens?
So my theories is that my main theory right now is that this current reality operates as a testing ground for the next life. So many ancient texts agree and have the same understanding that this world operates as a pit stop, that it's not the end all be all. And I tend to agree with it. I think that this testing ground and the actions that you do and the lifestyle and patterns that you implement will have a impact on what happens after this three-dimensional experience. Now, let me explain what I mean by a three-dimensional experience and what do I mean by this life and afterlife. I actually believe that they are not separated, but that they are connected. The only reason you experience reality in this way right now is because you are perceiving reality through a three-dimensional lens.
Yeah.
That's the only reason you're
You
experiencing
think we're in
reality
like a
this way.
simulation right now?
Well, not a simulation. Right now, you're limited. Your perception is limited to the three-dimensional field. So I believe that there's different fields of reality. There's different dimensions of reality, but there's only certain dimensions that you can tap into while you are in this physical state.
Because my thing is, what is the point of being alive on this earth right now? Are we just trying to make money? What are we trying to do? Because like, you know, like obviously you work hard, you do things, but what's the point of it all? Even if we die with 100 billion, we're gonna die.
I think that's the journey. And I think having the ability to ask that question and explore that question is a really good place to be at, because most people will never even get to that place where they can question, let alone explore.
Why?
Because they're stuck in their ways. One, two, they are too busy, the busyness of life, to worry about the important things. Think about how many people spend their entire fucking life 1 hour going to work, commuting, spending 8 hours at work, having somebody tell them when they can eat and when they can piss. Take that same car, go back home for 40 fucking years to make a currency, right? Earn a currency that they do not know is printed out of thin air for 40 years and never question it once.
So you're saying this, right? About how people just work, die, work, die, work, die. It's the same cycle, right? But what's the difference between what we're doing? How do you, like right now, what is happiness for you?
I mean, I don't think I live for happiness. That's the whole point, is that I think happiness is just one emotion. I think I am here to experience life.
Yeah.
Right? So the good things, the bad things, the nice things, the hard things, the things that scare me, the things that get me excited, the culmination and the combination of all these experiences and all these emotions are what constitute a good life.
Yeah.
To say that I want to only have happiness means that what? I do not want to be unhappy or I do not want the pain. But you cannot have happiness, right?
Yeah.
Without sadness, right? Because what is happiness? The absence of sadness.
Yeah.
So just like what is light? The absence of darkness. So you need one with the other, and you can't have one without the other. So my entire purpose of life is, how do I get to experience this life? Because through my experiences, I will unlock data sets as to how the world works.
Yeah.
And therefore allow myself to understand in a better way what life is about. Will I get there? I don't know, but it's my thesis that I will acquire more information.
All right, bro, as we sit on top of this mountain,
God's creation, brother.
my question for you is, what was the lowest moment in your life?
The lowest point in my life, brother, was when I decided to endeavor into entrepreneurship, and my family kind of rejected it. My parents kind of went away. My family kind of went away, and I was in it for myself. You know, they said, go get a job, do the 9 to 5, do the traditional stuff. And if you don't do that, it felt kind of like they isolated me alone. It was about 1.5 years, but I realized that it was the necessary thing in order to get to the next level. And I know a ton of people go through it, bro, the having your family hold you back. It was a low point, but now they know the truth. They realize that I was right, and we're moving forward.
How did you push past that?
Proving them not with my words, but with my actions. You need to teach people by example.
To somebody at their lowest moment right now watching this video, what do you say to them?
There's only one way, one direction. If you're at the bottom, there's only one way, but you got to look up. And when you look up, there's somebody there waiting for you. His name is G.O.D. And he's there with a hand, reaching out, waiting for you to take control of your life. Because I learned one very important lesson. Your relationship with God is like that of a captain and a crew member. One rows, the other one steers. But it's very interesting because many times in our life, we want to get confident and cocky and arrogant. And God says, I steer, but I do not row. We need to put in the work, and God will guide. And that's the greatest lesson I've learned.
That's amazing, brother. You know, that piece of wisdom right there might change somebody's life. Somebody at home watching that right now, they might
God's
just
in control, bro. You just got to put in the hours. You just got to clock in. Got to do you.
And he loves all of us.
Absolutely.
No matter what stage you're at. And he will forgive you for the mistakes that you made in your life.
100%, bro. We're all prodigal children. We're all at his mercy, but he gives us this matrix to really level up and get to know him, his beauty. And what else is there, bro? I definitely don't want the Excel spreadsheets and the big bank accounts under fluorescent lights. I want to live a life of freedom, a life of impact, and a life that will leave change. And I know you do too, brother.
That's right. We're on that path together, my boy.
Love you, G.
Love you too, bro. You always talk about aspiring to become a billionaire. What is your plan to achieve that?
I will build the largest decentralized entrepreneurial network in the world, known as Capital Club. My goal is to have 1 million entrepreneurs from all over the world, focused on creating, multiplying, and preserving wealth and opportunity for all the members. You know, so many people are isolated and alone, and they don't understand that the indoctrination that they have in their mind, it comes from the school system, which is what? That you need to solve all the problems in your life by yourself. When you work in community, when you try to solve problems together, what is it called? Cheating. They don't let you work together. They don't let you collaborate, but we're gonna change that. Together, we're stronger. Together, we're better. There's power in people. There's power in numbers. And that's what we're in the mission on. And if there's enough value, then the billions will come. But I'm not worried on the money. I'm just here to build, here to
Provide
help,
value, make an
and
impact.
make an impact, brother. It's the name of the game.
Hey, you're well on your way. We should ride down to the bottom. What do you say?
Let's do it. Let's get it.
My brother, it's been a pleasure today, man.
Good week, huh?
I got one last question for you before we wrap this up. When it's all said and done, what do you want people to remember Luke Belmar for?
I don't care if they remember me. It's not that big of a deal. I just want people to have a good life and people to make good decisions, and when it's all said and done, that they look at their own lives and be like, I did well.
You helping a lot of people on that journey, brother. You helping me as well, so I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, bro. You need to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that there are very few people that move the way that Jordan moves and that do what Jordan is doing. So hit that subscribe button, make sure you like, drop a comment below, leave some motivation for this man. This man is actually putting in work. And remember, pursue your fullest potential. You got this.
See you guys in the next one.